Hello, this is Adam with Dream Made Productions. This video is made possible by the very kind donations of viewers like you. Thank you. If you are in a position to help this channel improve quality and grow, please visit my Patreon page at www.patreon.com/dreammadeproductions, linked below.
It is the 31st century, and mankind is once again at war. The battlefields of the future are dominated by huge robotic war machines known as battle mechs.
Hello, mech fans! Welcome to a special edition of Heavy Metal Sunday Night. I'm Johnny Explosion, and I'm joined as always by Mike Powers. Tonight, under the lights of the Lakefront Arena, is the semifinals of the Cube Ball Steiner Invitational. You're right, Johnny. And man, what a road it has been. We have a wild card here in the semifinals. That's not a common occurrence, Mike. Most of the time when a team loses, they are in no shape to continue. They must have juiced those techs to keep them going long enough to get those mechs put back together. Maybe, Johnny. But speaking of juicing, tonight's game is brought to you by Sun Ha's partially natural stem juice. It keeps you up and alert when you are on the factory floor. That's Sun Ha's partially natural stem juice. And remember, Chancellor Liao thanks you for your 20-hour shift. I've got some Sun Ha's right here, and man, does this thing have a kick, Mike. Anyway, the Killer Kommandos lost a mech warrior in that match. They had to bring up a reserve pilot from their minor league team. Their name says it all, Johnny. Their rough and tumble method may win them games, but man, is it hard on their teammates, in and out of the arena. And they couldn't be facing a more different team, Mike. The OutReach Long Arms have the lowest body count of any team in the semis yet. They are considered the favorites in this matchup. They tend to win by points, Johnny, and judging from their lineup tonight, it looks like they will be trying to move the cubes again. I can already see their tactics. All great carriers, very strong, especially that Banshee. Wow, we haven't seen a mech that heavy in the semis since Frederick Kalsawa's Atlas. It looks like we have a few minutes here, so I'm going to kick it over to technical analyst Dave. We don't have a lot of time here. We recently got some fan mail from little Ulick Steiner. Looks like he recently turned 5 and is taking his first cue ball lessons. Happy birthday, Ulick. Dave, just in case we have any other little mech warriors out there, why don't you cover the basics for us? My pleasure, Johnny. Cube ball is played between two equal teams. At the beginning of each down, 2 cube balls are placed in the center of the arena. The goal is to retrieve the cube balls and return them to your goal. Now, cube balls are very heavy and intentionally made awkward for battle mechs to pick up and hold. With 2 fully functional hand actuators, most mech warriors can pick one up and carry it, but only the most skilled can do it at a run or with one hand. And don't even try jumping with one. Each cube ball returned is worth a single point once the match is over. After the 2 cube balls are returned to a goal, each team returns to their starting positions for the next down, and the process begins again. After 3 downs, the team with the most cube balls in their goal wins. If there is a tie, then a 4th down is called, in which a single ball is set. But notice how I said most cube balls in their goal. Well, just because you get it in your goal does not mean you get to keep the points. The opposing team can smash their way into your goal and steal your cube balls, but they have to get it back to their goal before the 2 in-play cue balls are resolved or be penalized. Alternatively, if at any point an opposing team cannot field a mobile mech with at least 2 working hands, your team wins regardless of the current score or downs remaining. Happy birthday, little Ulick. I bet you just can't wait to get out of the simulator and into a real mech. Okay, thanks, Dave. Looks like they are just about ready to go on the field. I bet little Ulick is growing like a weed. He is at that age, Johnny. Speaking of growing, Mike, have you checked out Triple F Burger's new corn fries? Did you know they are grown using Curtis Hydroponic new NaturGrow 511? They are so good. I had no idea. They sure are, Mike. Why wait months when you can start harvesting your profits in just 5 weeks? NaturGrow 511 even has a 32% lower chance of mutation. And man, the taste. Even the trained professionals at Triple F Burger can't tell the difference between NaturGrow 511 and the obsolete corn. Wow, that's amazing. I can't wait to get some more of those corn fries. Just remember, Triple F can't be wrong when it comes to taste. And now, with NaturGrow 511 by Curtis Hydroponics, food shortages are only expected on Tuesdays. Hey Johnny, looks like they are ready to go. That's the Claxton end. We're off. First down. And there they go, Mike. Looks like the long arm, javelin, and spider are eager to get this started, jumping over the hill like that. The panther's taking up a firing position behind the hill. He sure is, but the furball is forming in the center with the grasshopper, the hatchet man, that big banshee, and the hunchback. You can really see the difference, Johnny. The long arms are playing cue ball, but it looks like the Kommandos are setting up firing lines like this was a normal seek and destroy mission. They are both using high risk, high reward, Mike. That awesome just turned, and it's not hard to guess what he has in mind. If he can get those leg heat sinks into that lake, that could be a lot of damage downrange. Speaking of, looks like they are starting to take shots at each other. The hunchback missed the spider, but it looks like the spider got a right torso hit in his return fire. There is a lot of fire trading places down there, but nothing is connecting. The Panther's PPC missed, but so did the Banshee's autocannon and PPC. Same with the Awesome. Those dual PPC blasts didn't even come close to the spider. Same with the Grasshopper, Mike. Those missiles and large laser totally missed the hunchback. The Hatchet Man also missed with his autocannon, and I don't think the Javelin even tried. I understand that one, Johnny. Looks like they are still moving down there. The Killer Commando Hatchet Man is moving up on the cue ball. Oh, but the Banshee just walked into melee with him. No kidding, Johnny. Looks like the Panther is staying put. But oh, there goes the Awesome into the water. That means he can let loose with those 3 PPCs constantly. That could hurt. Uh-oh, Mike. This could be over fast. The Hunchback just got behind the Banshee. A good hit with that heavy autocannon, and we could see an assault mech drop. He should have been more careful, Johnny. Oh, but look, the long arms are showing off their stuff. That Javelin twisted in midair. You know he is going to run if he manages to pick up the cue ball. No kidding, Mike. Looks like the Grasshopper is moving in on the Hunchback. Not sure if I would want to do that, but the Spider knows what he is doing. Looks like the long arms are going for both cue balls at once. That's risky. But if you can get those points... Look, Johnny, the Hatchet Man just tagged the Banshee with his autocannon, and his hatchet both hit square in the center torso. And there he goes, Mike. The Javelin just picked up the cue ball. You know he is going to move it downfield. Ooh, the Grasshopper just opened up on the Hunchback. Looks like he missed with the large laser, but 3 of those medium lasers tacked the side torsos and left leg. Too bad he missed with the kick. The Panther just got a square hit on the Banshee's left arm with his PPC. There goes a triple PPC blast from that Awesome. Gotta love those leg-mounted heat sinks. That Javelin is lucky he only caught one of those, Mike. No kidding, Johnny. Looks like the Spider got the cue ball. They really are going for both at once. Ooh, that Banshee just missed with his full Alpha Strike on the Hatchet Man, but he did not miss with those punches, Mike. You're right, Johnny. Those battle fists left some dents in the left arm and torso. Oh, ouch. That Hunchback just landed a hit with that big autocannon. Even a Banshee can't shrug off that kind of damage to the left arm. And ooh, that's a hard punch to the right rear torso. Too bad it wasn't the other way around, Mike. Looks like the Awesome is staying in there, Johnny. Best to keep those PPCs flying downrange. Speaking of, watch that Hatchet Man jump, Mike. Looks like he is trying to flank them. Watch the Banshee, Johnny. He could attack, but he is playing ball, protecting his runner. Looks like the Hatchet Man's aggression is going to bite him. The Grasshopper just backed behind him. Could be, Johnny, and the Panther is still staying back. The Hunchback is turning to protect his back and keep that AC-20 facing the whole field. The long arms sure are good. Watch that javelin run. Landing the way he did set him up to move that cube ball. Oh, watch that spider go. He scored 2 hits on that Hunchback. Looks like the left and center torso. There goes the Banshee again, Johnny. He can't hit even with an alpha strike on that Hunchback. And what was the Hatchet Man aiming at? I have no idea, Mike. He opened up with his autocannon both lasers, but he didn't even come close. Maybe there is something wrong down there, Mike. The javelin fired all those medium lasers and also didn't hit anything but the terrain. The Grasshopper is opening up on the Hatchet Man, and ooh, large laser hit to the left leg and mediums to the right torso and both arms. My board shows he might have lost his upper arm actuator. Really looks like there is something leaking from that arm, Mike. Oh, and the Panther fires off both his PPC and missiles at the Banshee, but like the others, he can't hit anything. Oh wow, Mike, that heavy autocannon and lasers. Wow, the Hunchback just opened up on the spider and ripped its left arm off and took a chunk out of the right arm. There goes the ball. Fumble. Yeah, still, he almost managed to keep it. That guy is either good or lucky, Johnny. Oh look, the Awesome is firing all 3 PPCs again, and ooh, that's a bad hit on the Banshee's rear left and right torsos. Got a good piece of the left leg too. Looks like it blew out the Banshee's AC-5, Johnny. No kidding, Mike. Losing that autocannon could come back to bite him if he can't keep in hand-to-hand combat. Still, at least he will be able to dump the ammo after first down. Looks like the Hunchback is staying put. Not a bad move. He has a good view of the field. Looks like that is what the Banshee is trying. He just ran back trying to get those battle fists swinging again at the Hatchet Man. Hatchet or 2 big battle fists? Hard choice, Johnny. Looks like the Kommandos are keeping their Awesome and Panther back as a firing line. Not bad in a straight-up fight, but I don't know if it's a winning strategy in a cue ball game. Looks like the spider's jumping away back into the water. I'm not sure why, Johnny. Maybe he lost his nerve. That was a bad hit he took. Looks like the long-arm Grasshopper is going for the cue ball. And there it is, the first goal of the night. The Javelin managed to run to the goal and drop in the cue ball. It will be interesting to see if they can keep up the momentum. Oh, the Hatchet Man just slipped, Johnny. Looks like he went down hard on his left torso. He's up and going now, Mike. He ran up on the Grasshopper. Looks like he is going to try to stop him from getting the cube ball. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with the spider, Johnny. He just missed with both lasers at the Hatchet Man. Could be, but he has not dropped out, so he is still in the game. That was close, Mike. The Banshee's heavy autocannon just missed the Banshee. Got him in the arm with the medium laser, though. And there it is. The Grasshopper managed to get the cube ball. He is going to be moving soon, Mike. He had better get going. It looks like the Javelin is trying to cover him. He just fired on the Hunchback, but mostly missed. Only got him once in the left torso. And yeah, there goes the Hatchet Man. He missed with the autocannon, but that hatchet took a big chunk of armor off the Grasshopper's left arm. He isn't going to just get away with a hit like that. Looks like the Banshee is lining up, and that PPC hit was bad on the Hunchback's right torso. Wow, Mike, the Awesome just missed the Grasshopper with all 3 PPCs. If he can't get those PPCs working overtime, the killer Kommandos won't stand a chance. Looks like the Panther didn't do any better, Johnny. He missed the Grasshopper too. See the teamwork there, Mike? The Banshee is setting up the block for the Grasshopper, and again, the Awesome and Panther are staying back. You are right, Mike. They are fighting this all wrong. The Hatchet Man is not a bad player, Johnny. He is trying to get in the Grasshopper's way. He just needs his team up with him. And there he goes, Mike. He just turned and right past the Banshee. Classic running block. The Javelin is headed back too, Johnny. He is behind the Hatchet Man now. The Kommandos have to learn there are no firing lines in cube ball. Look at the spider, Mike. He moved to hide behind the hill. I'm not sure what he is planning, but he is not dropping out. I'm not sure, Johnny. Tech say his comms are still working, so maybe he has a plan or something. Look though, the Hunchback is sticking to the long arms. He is moving into hand-to-hand again with the Banshee. Banshee is firing again. Looks like the small laser hit, but he missed with the punch. Oh, but the second punch hit the Hunchback's right arm. almost the same spot the small laser did. The Javelin is firing all those medium lasers at the Hatchet Man, and ooh, looks like he tagged him in both side torsos and both arms. Ouch, he took out the left arm, and that punch buckled in the rear armor of the center torso, Mike. Looks like we have some smoke flowing down there. My board shows that one of the lasers ruptured a heat sink coolant line, Johnny. The Kommandos need to get their systems checked. The Panther just missed the Javelin with that PPC shot. They aren't going to win if they can't hit anything, Mike. Looks like the Hatchet Man is not giving up. He just opened up on the Banshee, but oh, that autocannon missed. But the medium laser got a piece of the left leg. There goes those PPCs again, and he got one hit on the left leg of the Javelin, but they are still having trouble hitting Mike. The Awesome and the Panther are still staying back, Johnny. They need to be moving in. Watch the teamwork of the long arms. The Banshee is still backing away, blocking while the Javelin moves to cover his rear. The Hunchback knows the deal. He is trying to chase down the Grasshopper runner, but up the hill the Grasshopper goes. Wow, Johnny, the Spider just walked up into melee with the Hunchback. He must have some crazy plan. Looks like he was trying to distract him, but he did not fall for it. The Hunchback is chasing down the Grasshopper. Again, the Awesome can't hit. All three of those PPCs missed the Grasshopper. Not the same problem on the long arm side. The Banshee just tagged the Hunchback with the PPC to the center torso. The Javelin is also firing, and man, he raked him from center torso to right torso and arm. Looks like he took out the medium laser in that arm. The Kommandos may have the firepower, but it's of no use if they can't hit with it. That's better, Mike. The Panther did land a hit on the Banshee's left arm with his PPC. Not enough though, John. Ooh, you were right, Mike. Did you see that volley from the Grasshopper? He fired all those lasers. The large missed, but those mediums just blew out the main gun and ripped the hand completely off the Hunchback. A Hunchback without an autocannon is just a slow light mech, Mike. Even the crazy Spider is getting back into it. He fired both medium lasers, and one got the Hatchet Man square in the center torso. The Hunchback is doing his best, but without his autocannon, that medium laser and small laser just aren't going to cut it. Even if the small laser did hit the left leg, that kick to the Grasshopper's left torso helped some, Johnny. Looks like the Hatchet Man is still trying to stop the Grasshopper from scoring. His autocannon missed, but the medium laser did land a hit on his right arm. The long-arm Banshee takes up goalie position, Johnny. They are playing the game. The Javelin went airborne to join up with the Grasshopper, Mike. Looks like the Commando Panther is still just sitting there. And oh, Mike, the Grasshopper just ran up and scored. That's the end of first down. Wow, that was a bad down for the Killer Kommandos. They took a lot of damage out there, Johnny. They sure did, Mike. Looks like the field hands are setting up the arena for second down. Speaking of downs, Johnny, have you heard of Downs Dive's new Zandra City location? Wow, really? Downs Dive is a rockin' place. I love their Liao PPC. Those 4 shots just go down easier with some plum wine. How do you take yours, Mike? You know me, Johnny. Periphery PPC or bust. Don't cut it at all. The straight grain is rough, Mike. Explains the voice, though. No guts, no galaxy. Indeed, Mike. Whether you are headed home from the arena in Solaris City or finishing up your shift at Nordstrom Technologies in Xandria, Downs Dive has what you need before you can find your way home. Remember, Downs Dive, Solaris's bar for the working man. Looks like they are set down there, Johnny. They are, Mike, and that's the Claxton for second down. There goes the Spider using the jump jets to get off the hill. The Hunchback is running forward again, but without his autocannon. I just don't know how useful he is going to be. Anything is better than just sitting back, Mike. The Banshee is moving forward, and the Javelin is up and over the hill, too. Don't tell me the Kommandos are going for the same thing again. Looks like the Panther is digging in, back at their goal. I know, Mike. The Long Arms Grasshopper is moving forward with the others. Oh, looks like the Awesome is moving forward, too, now. Looks like the Kommandos do have a new plan. Their Hatchet Man just went airborne over the hill, Johnny. Maybe they are getting more into the game. Looks like they lucked out, Mike. The Banshee missed that PPC shot on the Hunchback, and so did the Grasshopper's large laser. The Panther just missed with his PPC again. He really needs to get that thing checked. There must be something wrong with the Kommandos, Mike. The Awesome just missed with both his PPCs as well. It's not like a 95-ton Banshee is a small target. That it's not, Johnny. Even the Hunchback's medium laser can't get a hit on him. And that Hatchet Man's autocannon also missed him. Something's up, Johnny. Hey, Mike, the Spider just jumped into the water again. Looks like he's going for the cue ball, but he only has one arm. I'm not sure what's going through his head, Johnny. You could pick up the ball with one hand, but man, it's hard. I've never been able to do it. And in practice, no one was shooting at me. Looks like the Hunchback is moving in to try to cover the cue ball, but not fast enough. The Javelin just pulled the old midair twist. You know he's going to move that ball just like before if he can, Mike. A Javelin is good for that, Johnny. Fast enough to move, but enough armor to take a few hits. Looks like the long arm knows it. The Grasshopper is moving up to protect him. Good. The Kommandos Awesome is still advancing. We might have a real game here, Johnny. The Hatchet Man is moving in too, Mike. And the Banshee is moving in on the Hunchback. That's a lot safer now that the autocannon is out of commission. I fire that Panther pilot, Johnny. He is still back there, and they need help near the ball. The Javelin's doing his job. He just picked up the ball, Johnny. The Hatchet Man just fired that autocannon and his medium laser at the Javelin, but missed. Someone has to stop him from running that ball, Mike. That's the game, Johnny. The Awesome just missed the Javelin with all 3 PPCs. I doubt they will be able to stop him now. Don't call it too early, Mike. That Awesome still has a chance to do some major damage, especially if he can get back into the water. Looks like the long arms aren't having the same problems. The Grasshopper just savaged the Hunchback. Looks like multiple laser hits to the center torso. Ouch. My board is showing all kinds of internal damage. The engine is almost ready to shut down, and the gyro is returning bad signals. Looks like he is leaking coolant from a heatsink, Johnny. I think he is just about done. Ooh, and there he goes. The Banshee just nailed him with his PPC. Let's take a look at Action KM5. Oh, Mike, looks like more scrap for Discount Dan's. The Panther just missed the Javelin with his PPC, and now they are down a mech, Johnny. Not sure the Kommandos can pull this off. The Banshee is backing off, Mike. Looks like he is covering the Javelin again. The Spider just jumped on top of the cue ball. Looks like they really are going for both balls at once again. And with a single arm. That Hatchet Man is the Kommando's best player, Mike. Jumping over the Javelin like that, he is trying to block him in. There they go again. The Awesome has stopped advancing, and the Panther is not moving. This is why you can't just stand off. The Javelin just ran around the Hatchet Man's block. He is almost to the goal. The Grasshopper just moved back to the water. I wonder what they are planning. Oh, ouch, Mike. Maybe the Awesome fixed the problem. He just sent 3 PPCs at the Javelin and 2 hit. Looks like one damaged the right arm, and one had to punch through that right rear torso armor. That Grasshopper just opened up on the Hatchet Man with all his lasers, but missed with all of them. A few more exchanges like that, and the Kommandos might turn this around. Maybe not, Mike. The Hatchet Man just took another hit to his center torso from the Banshee's PPC. There must be some damage in there. My board is showing the engine and gyro damage on that one, Johnny. Oh, damn. Johnny, the Spider, he got the ball. Wow, Mike, he managed to scoop it up with just one arm. You only see that kind of thing in the Grand Championships. Oh, and just as fast, the long arms fumble. The Javelin just went down, losing the cue ball. The Hatchet Man's autocannon just missed the Banshee. He really needs more help, Johnny. Looks like the Grasshopper is covering the Spider. He should. That was an amazing pickup. The Javelin is getting up and abandoning the ball. Not a bad move, Johnny. He can't take much more of a beating, and his teammates are right there. The Hatchet Man is still running in. He is trying to engage both the Grasshopper and the Banshee. And the Awesome is actually backing him up. It's a 2-on-2 brawl. Wow, Johnny, the Panther finally moved. He just jumped over the hill. It's about time, but I don't think they have the time. The Banshee just pulled out of the fight. Asking a Grasshopper to take on the Awesome and the Hatchet Man is a big ask. I like this Spider pilot, Johnny. He has the ball with one arm, and he is still firing his medium lasers at the Awesome. Looks like he's got a hit on the left torso armor. Most would be trying to keep a low profile in a situation like that. The Javelin is making his presence known again. Those quad medium lasers just ripped into the Hatchet Man. Looks like he lost the left torso and some heavy damage to the internals of the center torso. My board is showing engine damage on that one, Johnny. He is still fighting back though, but he missed with his autocannon and the hatchet swing was off too. It looks like the Awesome is trying to stop the Banshee with his 2 PPCs, but he missed again. And was that even a kick, Mike? It wasn't even close. I don't even know, Johnny. Ouch! The Grasshopper just lasered the Hatchet Man. An arm went off, and that kick ripped off the leg and smashed it into the center torso. He's going down. I think he's done. Sad to see, Mike. He was the Killer Kommandos' best player. The Panther is just too far back. That PPC missed the Banshee, and the Banshee also missed the Awesome with his PPC shot. The Banshee is moving to pick up the cube ball. They are really going for those points. And the Grasshopper is moving to cover him. The Panther and the Awesome are moving forward again. Too little, too late. Look, the Javelin is jumping behind the Awesome. With such an advantage, I would be going for the kill win. That doesn't seem to be the long arm style, Mike. The Spider is still slogging through the water carrying that cue ball one-handed. Oh, fumble again on the long arms. The Banshee didn't even get it all the way off the ground. They really should be going for a kill win at this point. The Grasshopper just alpha strike the Panther, Mike. That had to be some damage. There were hits all over that light mech. The Panther is still targeting the Banshee with his PPC, but just can't hit it. Looks like the Javelin fired a little too early, and most of those lasers missed. One good hit on the center rear torso, and his punches didn't connect either. Mike, things would have worked for the Kommandos if they could hit something. The Awesome just fired all 3 PPCs at the Spider and missed with all 3 of them. Either his aim is terrible or there is some kind of system problem. The Spider just hit the Awesome with a medium laser, Johnny. I really like that guy. It looks like the Grasshopper and the Awesome, neither is moving. Oh, Mike, the Spider just went underwater. Oh, he was doing so well. Looks like he is back up without the cue ball. Oh, that's heartbreaking. He was doing so well. Looks like the Banshee got the ball this time, though. The Javelin is hanging back. Looks like he is going to try to bring the Awesome down from behind. The Panther also just went down. Looks like some damage to his left torso, but he is running towards the Grasshopper. That Javelin just peppered the back of the Awesome with laser fire. No, he managed to punch the head. That had to rattle the mech warrior. The Grasshopper is at it again. All those lasers at the Panther. Looks like the large laser got him in the left leg, and the 2 mediums got him on the left torso and the center torso. He can't take much more of that. Oh, it might have helped. The Panther finally got his PPC to connect to the Banshee's left leg. Oh, you might be right, Mike. We could have a comeback here. All 3 of those Awesome's PPCs just hit the Spider. Down he goes. Oh, man. Oh, I hope that kid is okay. If he doesn't drown, he has a bright career, Johnny. More payback. It looks like the Banshee just got a hard PPC hit on the right arm of that Panther. The Panther just jumped into the water. I think he's going for the cube ball. They had better do something. The Awesome is turning on that Javelin. And that's another point for the long arms. The Banshee made it back. The Javelin just jumped onto the cube ball. That's got to be terrifying to that kid trapped in the Spider. And the Grasshopper is jumping after the Panther. Things could get nasty. There he goes, all those lasers again, but he missed with most. Looks like some medium laser damage to the light mech's left torso and arm. He missed the underwater kick. Finally, the Awesome is dealing some damage. He got 2 good hits on the Banshee's center torso and right leg. The Javelin got the cue ball, Mike. Looks like the Panther is using his SRMs, and oh, that's some damage to the Javelin's right torso. He is backing away from the Grasshopper. Not a bad move at this point. Not sure he would be able to block the Javelin. And there he goes. Score. End of second down. While they set up the arena for the next down and hopefully fish out that Spider pilot, we have to take a Blake Given break.
Comstar hopes you are enjoying this quality programming. Please remember all bills are due promptly at the end of each month. May the peace of Blake be upon you. And remember, Comstar, we are not just your best choice for your telecom needs. We're also your only choice.
And we are back. Third down and the Banshee is off running. So is the Panther. The Javelin is airborne again, angling towards that cube ball. The Grasshopper is with the Banshee, and oh, that Awesome is stopping on top of the hill. He has to get in there. He is the only one that can take down the long arms. Oh, Johnny, it doesn't matter. That PPC blast from the Banshee just took off the Panther's right arm. You were right, Mike, and that's the game. The Killer Kommandos are no longer able to field a mech with 2 working arms. Man, what a game, Mike. It really was a blowout, Johnny. Looks like the Killer Kommandos should go back to merc work. They may not be able to, Mike. They lost 2 mechs completely. Maybe they should head over to our very own Discount Dan's, mostly above-board house of bargains. They sell by the pound, after all. You know it, Johnny. They need some bargains after that kind of game. You said it, Mike. Well, folks, the OutReach long arms crushed the Killer Kommandos and advances to the finals of the Steiner Cube Ball Invitational. I'm Johnny Explosion, as always, with Mike Powers. To join us for the finals, talk to your local Comstar representative to order the Steiner Cube Ball Invitationals finals, only on pay-per-view. Hello, this is Adam with Dream Made Productions. Wow, over 100 subs now. I'll be making the drawing for that BattleTech Beginner's Box next week. Make sure you have an email address listed under your contact information for your YouTube channel. I'll be sending out an email to the winner soon. On the topic of winners, I am proud to announce the winner of the Anime Gleipnir. First, I wanted to thank each and every one of you for watching. I can't tell you how happy it makes me to know people are enjoying my work. Thank you. Without further ado, congratulations to Lahore. I have sent the code for the Funimation digital copy of Gleipnir. I hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for more giveaways. Thank you again for the opportunity to entertain you, and as always, I hope you enjoy the battle reps that are to come. Hello, this is Adam with Dream Made Productions. Thank you for watching my content. It really means a lot that you have given me the chance to entertain you. If you would like to support the channel, please visit my Patreon at patreon.com/DreamMadeProductions, linked below. Also below is a link for PayPal, or links if you would like to send crypto, if that's more your thing. Please know any amount that you give will be cherished and used to upgrade equipment and improve the channel. You can also help the channel by subscribing, turning on notifications, liking, commenting, and sharing my channel with anyone you think might be interested. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you enjoy the battle reps that are to come.